Hello, welcome to my channel. I'm Kate and I'm currently drawing this little robin who is perched on some quartz crystals. This is a reference photo that I took myself. A very friendly little robin on one of our dog walks. And it was just the perfect photo to draw. There's so much detail and I just love the light. It's so soft. I hope you enjoy following along with me while I draw this. So let's get started. So first of all, I'm using a Mono Zero eraser to just soften down these lines. I'm going to start with the brown patch on the top of his head, or her head. I don't know how don't think you can tell the difference. So I'm going to try a base layer of Warm Grey 2 in Polychromos. I'm using Polychromos and by Faber Castell and Derwent Lightfast. I've not drawn on this toned tan paper for a long time. So I'm not sure if the colours I've picked are going to work, but we'll see. The colours I've picked are a very good match against the reference photo, but I mean, putting them down onto brown instead of white, it might make all the difference. I'm also used to drawing on either pastel matte or Fabriano Artistico hot pressed watercolour paper, so they both have got a lot more tooth than this paper. This is incredibly smooth. I went for this paper so that the crystals would show up and make it easier, because it's the first time I've drawn crystals before. But I think it actually would have been okay just on white. I'm just using a old blusher brush, well, unused blusher brush, to brush away the rubbings out. Okay, I think that will do for the base layer. I'm not quite sure if the head has gotten the right shape. I can't remember where the lines were. So I'm just using my swatch cards to see which colour I want to put down next. I think I might try Warm Grey from Derwent, because there is quite a warm tone to this. This is such a small drawing as well. It's only A6 size. I mean, so I'm sure you can tell, but tiny little robin. And the reference photo's got so much detail. I might have to draw this again big. It's really hard to get all the feather lines in. Just doing directional strokes. I think I may have to put the eye in. I normally do the eye first. It's just looking a bit strange without it. Okay, yeah, I'm not happy with the colours I've picked. There's almost a hint of purple in there. So I'm going to try Wild Lavender. I don't necessarily want to stick completely to the colours. I'd like to make it a bit more mystical to go with the crystals. But I do have a habit of playing safe. I'm hoping that with this, the way that my work's going, sort of to more spiritual, that I will become braver with the colours and just go with what feels right instead, rather than trying to like accurately represent the photo. So I used the Derwent Lightfast for the crystals, but I don't think they apply very well on this paper. Just want to see. So this is dark sepia. I'm not sure if it's going to be too dark because there is it's very brown. I'll try. I think it might have to be the Van Dyke brown. Okay, we'll go with that. Even if it's just this bit where the orange meets the brown. I've decided to build up the grey for now and then add some brown tones over the top. I kind of wish I'd started with the orange now, but never mind. There is, in this bit here, quite a yellowy tone. Let's go for brown ochre. Have to try and not let it turn green. Where I've used warm grey, there shouldn't be any bluey tones, so hopefully it'll be okay. The more I look at this, the more I can see all the different colours. Making sure that I use very light pressure, because without the tooth I won't be able to get many layers down, and that's how I create my work, is lots of layers. I think I might have gone in a bit too low with that. Oh no, I had the reference picture up large and I don't find that helps, and obviously that's also why I'm seeing so much detail. It was probably I've just made it smaller, so hopefully that will help just to map out everything. I'm not sure if I like the brown ochre. I think it's working now that I'm putting the grey over the top. So there's quite a dark line that goes from here up to the top. It almost makes the structure of his head. So I'm just trying to blend in these colours a little bit. I can't decide between nougat or brown ochre, and obviously they're quite different, but they both seem like they would work for this brown bit. Oops, I need to sharpen that. It's better. Okay, I think that works. I was almost drawn to this colour, and I use it a lot, nougat. But yeah, didn't think it would work, but no, I like that. It's definitely better than the brown ochre up here. Definitely finding the Polychromos is better on this paper. Layering on top of each other quite nicely. And keeping the pencil marks as well. So this bit down here is quite grey, so I'm going to try and blend the brown in with the grey. Quite pale. I'm hoping I can go back over with a lighter colour. Actually, I'm gonna more blue than purple. I can't decide. If I do go for blue, I think it'd be this mid ultramarine, and that's this line in here is that same colour, so it might work quite nicely. Oh yeah, that's good. I suppose it probably would help if I sharpened my pencils. I'm too used to working on pastel mat where there's no real point sharpening them, because they just wear down instantly, and you kind of get techniques on how to make a sharp line. Definitely gone in a bit close there, but hopefully I'll be able to cover that up with the orange. Just trying to figure out which bit's which. So that's where this patch ends. I'd say where his head ends and turns into the body. Definitely very different working on the toned tan, because you don't really need the base layer. That's probably also because there's no tooth as well. Okay, I think I'm going to put his eye in. I'm not 100% sure if I've got the shape of the eye right. It might be a little bit too big. Trouble is, once you go in with the black, can't take it away again. Let's go. I'm using Polychromos for this because they're like harder pencils, so I should be able to get the detail. Just trying to go in front of, or sort of behind the pencil, just in case it is the wrong size. Remembering to leave the white mark, catch light. I think it is the right size, it looks too small now. Okay, that's looking alright. Okay, I'm going to sharpen the white for this. Oops, that sounded like it snapped. Oh. Oh, I hate when the pencils snap. Okay, hopefully I can still get this in there. It's this tiny little piece of white that just makes the eye pop. There's all these. Right, I'm gonna try and rub out the graphite lines so that I can get a bit of white around the outside. It's almost got like beads around his eye. I'm saying he, I don't know. Is it a he or a she? What do you think it looks like? Oh, and this paper rubs out quite well actually. Wasn't quite happy with the shape of that bit. It's hard to tell until you got the rest of it in. And I'm looking at it from a bit of a funny angle as well with the camera here, so it's hard to tell. I much prefer drawing with my table upright, so that I'm basically parallel to the drawing. So I'm just going to put this white around just to make sure that the orange goes down a lighter colour. It's almost yellow around this bit, so hopefully this will work. I'm still not happy with the shape of that, but I don't want to fiddle too much, otherwise the eye will end up taking over and it will get bigger and bigger. It's just this curve down here. I think it comes down there more. Okay, I'm going to leave that for now. I'm going to go in with the orange bit now, and I'm just using a base layer of yellow ochre. Hopefully make the orange nice and vibrant. We'll see, I'm not sure if this is the right colour. Yeah, I think it'll do. Obviously base layers are important because the colours on above the next layers will obviously, the colours will change dependent on the colour underneath them. So you've got to kind of, I don't know, have x-ray vision to look underneath the colours and see what the base is. The more you draw sort of fur colours and feathers, you do get sort of an eye for it, and you learn what the base of each coat colour is. It's sort of just trial and error until that point. Okay, I'm not sure, that stopped recording and I'm not sure what it stopped on, what I was saying. So I'm just using terracotta for this orangey section. And this little piece is just an experiment to take my work into the next chapter. I'd like to draw lots of different birds sat on different crystals so that each piece has a different meaning, and the meaning of this piece is good fortune, and the plan is to put rose hips in as well. Sort of they're going to come around here. I want to try and put some more patterns in as well. I'm really into like the spiritual, like Wiccan and pagan, and like all the crystal rituals and things like that. So I'm just learning all sorts about that at the moment, and there's so much to learn. I was always a bit embarrassed by it when I was younger, but I've always loved Wiccan and crystals and spells. I mean, what brought me back to it was a business coach, and she's all about manifesting, and she uses crystals. So it was more the affirmations and the manifesting that brought me back to this. But I'm really glad it did, because obviously it's taken my work on a different path. Okay, this is quite red in this section, so I don't know if terracotta is enough. Let's see what colour would look good. I want to say Venetian red, but I don't know if it's a bit... might even be Caput Mortem. Let's see, is there any in this colour? This chart. It's hard to tell. Okay, I've got Venetian red and Caput Mortem, so let's see. Oh, definitely Caput Mortem around here. It's very dark around the beak. And there's quite a distinguished line here. Let's see if I can get it in the right place first time. Not sure, I might have to blend that in. Oh, I'm liking how this bit's blending in nicely up here. That was where I thought I'd made a mistake and come down too far, but it looks like it's worked okay. This bit here is quite brown rather than orange, so I'm just going to mark that in so I don't go too far with the orange and then can't put any brown layers in. I definitely think birds are my favourite subject to draw. I think one of the reasons is because you can fit them all on a piece of paper and still get lots of detail in, whereas to fit, I don't know, like a deer or a horse, it's a lot of leg and a lot of body. And then the head is always quite small if you've got to do a full body picture. Whoops, I've just automatically gone in with the nougat up here, but I think it looks okay. I'll just keep going. I'm not used to talking and drawing at the same time. I think it's making me do this more intuitively though, rather than fixate over the tiny details like I normally do. Which will be good because I don't want to go into too much detail yet because I haven't really finalised the details, but I have got a project in mind and it will mean having to do about 40 to 50 of these little drawings. So, but I'm excited for that. And I've been thinking about it for quite a while, about the project that I want to do. So I don't think it's sort of a whim, because I always try to do the month challenges, but I just like Inktober, and there's a Birdtober as well. But I mean, for me to draw one piece a day is a lot. I couldn't do it. when one drawing takes about 6 hours, there's just not enough hours in the day with work, the housework, the dogs. So maybe if I sketched, but I like creating these finished coloured pencil pieces. I'm looking at that on camera and it's looking pretty good. Don't know if it's just enhancing the colours, but okay, need to darken this bit down now. I'm going to go in with the nougat. Not sure if that's right. Let's try. Oh, it was Van Dyke Brown I think I was putting in here. Okay, I'm going to go grey first. I think all of my sharpeners need new blades. I just can't get the points anymore. So it's the 4th of December as I'm drawing this, and as soon as I've done it, I want to start planning for next year, because obviously need to fit in these drawings, and I would like to have, if I'm going to do this project, I want to be able to sort of maybe finish it, or at least have the drawings finished by March. I think that should be feasible, because if I've got a deadline, not so much a deadline, but a timeline to finish them, I should be able to. And I'm thinking I can, so I've already started saving some of my reference photos into a folder so that I can just pick, rather than having to hunt through all my photos when I want to start a drawing. I've got the ones that I like in this folder, and then I'll just need to pair them with some crystals. So I do need to do some research into the meaning behind each bird or animal or butterfly, and then pair them with the perfect crystal. I've been taking lots of reference photos of just anything that inspires me really out on the forest, but I would like to put more patterns in. There's the crystal grids, the patterns, I'm not sure what they're all called yet, and like sacred geometry, so I'd love to be able to include those in somehow. I'm kind of making a U-turn back to what my logo is. So the nuthatch with the geometric shapes. I am not sure if I mentioned this when it would have cut out, but I want to put rose hips in here, and I think I would like to maybe put a bit of watercolour in. I'm not sure how well this paper will take it, but I'll give it a go anyway. Should be fine as long as I don't use too much water. See, now this has got quite a sort of reddish hint, not red, orangey yellow. I'm going to try the terracotta. I think that's working. Most of the time it's just a case of really looking at your reference photo and following that, rather than just what you think will go there. I think I'm already starting to run out of layers on here. It's starting, the paper's starting to scrape off. To be more careful, lighter pressure. I think we're really nearly there with this now. Just make sure I add in the lines of the directional lines of the feathers. I think this is going to be quite a soft picture. But like I say, this is just an experiment, so I'm not sure if I can't get this bit right, I might just start again on a different piece of paper. Yeah, I really can't get anything on there. No, okay, maybe it's going. I have got, I may have to use this as well, touch up texture. So that allows you to, when you run out of layers, it basically kind of puts the tooth back in. So I may have to use that. But we'll see. It's quite pleased with how it's coming along. I'm sure you can tell coloured pencils is such a slow medium. Sometimes I wish I could just, bash out a picture, but I love the final result of the coloured pencils. I have been really happy with some of the watercolour paintings I've done in the past. But I like all the detail. Okay, this bit, it's very distinguished between the orange and the grey brown colour. I'm going to try and put in a bit more pressure here. And keep turning the pencil. That's the technique you have to use on pastel mat to be able to keep the pencil sharp. Seems to be working on this one too. Okay, and then I think I've lost the shape of his head. So it's a bit more round. I'm not sure if it's going to make it too big if I come up here. I can't quite see where the pencil line was. Okay, I think that looks better. I don't know whether to just put the beak in now. I think I'll carry on with this bit here. But then it might actually... Oh no, it's definitely more brown than black on this bit here. I think it might be a different colour to Caput Mortem, but I'll just go with it. I'm gonna make it darker in the end. I think I'll bite the bullet and just put in a touch of black here because I'm not quite happy with how because this bit should be a lot more defined. Okay, yeah, that's good. Just light bit of black. I think I need to come out here more. I'm just using this to sort of add in the feather detail as best I can. Okay, I'm going to go with terracotta up here. I'm really not liking this paper. Okay, but I'm really pleased with how it's looking, so I'm not going to give up. I might just have to go more sketchy than I normally do. Which might be quite good, because then it won't take me as long to do these drawings. Okay, there's a really yellow patch here. It's almost white probably. Okay, I'm going to go white. Although that's okay, let's go with it. It feels like ages since I just sat down and drew for me. I miss it. I really need to find more time to do it, and I'm hoping that that project will help me do that, to have an end goal, something to aim for. I'm excited to share that with you, but yeah, I'm not sure at the moment how feasible it will be. It'll be a lot of research into being able to make the product. Definitely this paper doesn't need the base layers. Oh, whoops, I forgot to rub out the graphite there. Hopefully that doesn't dirty the colour too much. Well, terracotta is definitely a good colour for robins. I just had the reference photo big again, so I was trying to put all the tiny details in. Really not working on this. I know I just said terracotta's a good colour for robins. I'm not sure. They're not quite dark enough, I think, or vibrant enough. I don't know. Maybe I just hadn't put enough pressure down. That's better. I might try the purple undertone. I don't know if blue worked better. No, I like purple. Actually, the purple mixed with the orange is quite nice. Oops. I don't know if you can tell, but up here the pigment's lifting away. I'm getting all these white spots. Every time I look, there's more and more appearing. That's why I need paper with better tooth. I think I might just get this section done and then end the video and then do the rest in maybe 1 or 2 more videos. It's currently 10 to 10 and I've got work tomorrow and I would like to get a yoga workout in. Well, not a workout, but it's more for stretching because I went horse riding yesterday. We've just had our new kitchen fitted, so we've been packing all the stuff back into the kitchen and I've been cleaning. I sorted out the big understairs cupboard, cleaned all that, and even just sat here I can feel my back starting to ache. And I didn't go to yoga this week. The instructor was on holiday. I'm sure you've noticed that I jump around the page quite a bit. I prefer to have each, rather than just complete a section, I like to have the overall bit sort of come together at the same time. Right, you need a darker colour in this bit. I'm not sure if this brown is the right colour. And it actually comes up higher, this section. Oh, it's so hard. It's such a small drawing. I'm actually finding it easier to look at the camera to see how it's going. I think that's even smaller, so just looks more smooth almost. I've got my last Christmas markets this weekend, next weekend, the 10th, I think it's the 10th, whatever the Saturday is, and I've got one straight after the other. So my first one's at Bewley, which is I have a monthly market there every second Saturday. So that's on 10 till 2:30, and then I've got to get straight to the other one, which is at Forley, to be setting up by 3 o'clock to open at 4 till 7. So it's going to be a busy day, but I quite like having 2 in the same day because it makes, it's a lot of effort to get all this stuff out of my cupboard, pack it in the car, because I've got to take it downstairs as well, pack it in the car, unpack it, set up the table and pack it all away again. So to do 2 in one day, it's quite nice actually. And then Sunday, Adam and I are going to a witchy workshop, all about like spell casting or spell making. I'm not sure what the correct term is, but so that should be quite fun just to learn a bit more about it. I know that affirmations and spells are quite heavily linked and manifesting, so it'd be nice to bring it all together. I realised that I manifested this house in a way because years ago my brother looked at a split level house, and I looked at the pictures, and from then on I was like, I want a split level house, just has so much character. And we ended up with this one, which is split level. And in a way, I'm not sure if this quite counts as manifesting, but we said that we'd be finished renovating this house in 5 years, and so we've just nearly finished the kitchen, hoping that it will be finished by Christmas. We've got the tiling left to do and sort of other little odd jobs as well. We'll probably need to do a bit more painting once the tiling's done. There's bits that so I'd already painted the walls before the kitchen went in, but there's bits that I missed that I thought were going to be covered. We've got the downstairs toilet to do because we ripped that out at the same time, so that it had the same floor because it's next to the kitchen on the bottom level. So we've got that to do. I mean, that won't take long. We're just going to get like fitted units, a sink and the toilet, so then that needs like a tile splashback, and then that's done. I need to paint it as well, but it's only tiny, so it won't take long. And then so we moved in the 9th of January, so January in 23, that will be 5 years. The time has flown by. I can still remember when we'd not long moved in and I was drawing a long tail tit, and I was doing that downstairs because we hadn't decorated my studio yet. I was just sat, I had my little table set up down in the front room. It'd be so nice when it's finished. We still need to do the outside, but that's not so important. I mean, obviously you spend more time inside. I would like to spend more time outside. I'm just thinking, like, this time next year, hopefully, we'll just be able to enjoy Christmas and just actually have a time to rest instead of having all this work to do, and be able to plan for the new year and look back on the year as well, reflect. The thought of that is really keeping me going, because I'd not really thought about how much work the kitchen would be, because we had fitters, so we paid for a company to fit it, and I'd kind of pictured that when they'd finished it would be like complete brand new finished kitchen, and of course it wasn't, because we still need to tile it. And obviously I had all the stuff to pack away. The house is in such a mess because there was kitchen stuff everywhere. The dust from the kitchen has gone everywhere. But looking forward to the future of when it's all finished and I can have a rest and just put my time back to art. I've been working with a coach. I had a 6-week programme with her, and just at the end of it, sort of my takeaway was that now is my time for art. I feel like I can really focus on it now, and I've just come on so much as a person, really. I don't think, maybe like even last year, I don't think it was the right time for my art. I sort of wasn't in the right headspace and just other things. But now it really feels like it's the right time to be pursuing a career in art for me now. So I'm really excited for next year. Right, I'm going to try and map in this beak. I think I have to be careful with this bit because it looks like it's got a sort of bump, but I think it's actually a fly stuck on the end of its beak. So I'm going to zoom in for that. Okay, so we've got its like nose bit here, and then it curves quite a bit down here. I always find beaks really hard. Same with noses in the animals. I'm not sure what it is. I guess I just need to practice them a bit more. So there's not really a lot of black in this. Mainly just this underneath bit. That'll do for now. I'm going to put a bit. There's a lot of blue, or is it purple? I can't tell. I'm not happy with that. I wish I'd not put that dark in there. Okay, I've just rubbed out that pencil line. That makes it look a lot better. That was definitely not the right shape. Quite possibly. It might be, this Arctic might work quite well. Oh yeah, that's taken that black bit away. Okay, I wish I'd gone in with that first, never mind. It's quite good at taking the colour off. So it won't let things layer, but it's quite good at covering. There's definitely more curve to this bit. Quite sure how I'm going to get that. Oh, that's just snapped again. I really don't know if it's my pencils or the sharpeners. It can't be both sharpeners. Okay, I've gone back to my KUM long point sharpener, and it's worked for this one. Not quite as sharp as it can get, but I don't want to push it because obviously if that snaps, that's a lot of pencil. I'm gonna have to, so I'll be like down to here, and it's already short anyway. Alright, I'll just carry on. Actually very like creamy coloured down here. I'll try ivory because hopefully that will mix with the, I don't know, might need to use cream. It's not showing up very well, but we'll go with it. It's editing Kate here. Unfortunately, in a minute the camera runs out of battery, so I'll have to end this part of the drawer with me here, and then I'll put the rest into either 1 or 2 more parts. I really hope you've enjoyed this. If you're still here, thank you so much. Please let me know what you think of this in the comments. I'd love to hear from you. And if you haven't already, please do like this video and subscribe to my channel. And stay tuned for part 2. Thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Bye!